Now, what this is going to give you is parasite, bacteria, PFA, clean water with pH increased.
Okay.
Nothing like it. This is pH on demand.
Okay.
You can go to any drinking fountain in any area. You can go to a river. You can go to a mud puddle and drink the water.
I don't know that I want to test it out on a mud puddle, but
come on.
Hey everyone, my name is Sharelle Mendenhall. I am so excited to have you join us on Access Las Vegas. Today we have a very special guest who came in from Arizona because he truly believes that his water can change lives. So today I'm joined by Nelson of Sentry H2O. Nelson, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Sharelle.
Are you excited to be here?
Oh yeah, well, we drove all the way from Phoenix.
So Sentry H2O, tell me what that is and what you guys do.
Okay, Sentry H2O is a product that will change your life. It changes the water. It makes the water pure and clean. We take out all toxins. All toxins. I mean, fluoride. We're talking about vinyl chloride. We're talking about all the, basically all the pharmaceutical VOCs. We pull it all out.
Okay.
Okay. And then we keep in all the positives, like oxygen. We enhance oxygen. We enhance calcium, magnesium. We enhance the pH in the water. We take it to about a 9.0.
Okay.
Okay. And then we basically have hydrogenated water.
Wow.
And hydrogenated water does magical things to people.
So you said it's a product. What kind of product is Sentry H2O?
Okay, so we have several different levels. Okay, we have an under the sink product. Okay, you put it under your sink, takes about 30 minutes. You don't drill, you don't do anything to damage your home. So if you live in an apartment, you're leasing a home, you're golden. You can put it in and walk away. Second thing we have is a shower filter. Shower filter removes all the poisons that go through your skin. Every time you take a shower, you grab probably like a pint of water. Okay, so you're only taking in oxygen and clean water that has no parasites, no pharmaceuticals in it, no poisons in the water at all.
How much water does our body absorb while we are showering?
A pint.
A pint. Okay.
Up to a pint.
Up to a pint.
Yeah, because you can jump in and out of the shower pretty quick, right?
That's true.
But like me, I like to get in there, turn the hot water on, and just take a moment.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So that's the shower version.
Yes.
Now what's the next one?
We have a whole house system.
Okay.
So the whole house system cleans your hot water tank of all scale. Your on-demand hot water tank, don't have to go in there with vinegar once a year and clean it out. Your wash machine, all mold and fungus. Your dishwasher, you don't have to put jet packs in it. They come out, your dishes come out perfect. And then all your pipes are clean, all your faucets are clean. The scale is passed through, gone. Makes your house healthy.
Yeah.
You can drink water from every faucet.
Wow.
Nobody does that, right?
Right.
And these systems go in and you never take them out.
Right.
5 years, 10 years, depending on how many people are using the water. We have a product that you put it on after the fact. It cleans it, regenerates it brand new again. So you're one and done.
Yeah.
No more messing around. And you're not putting salt in your world.
Yeah.
Your body's not touching it. You know, when you go to the doctor, oh, your salt intake's a little high. That's because you're showering in it. Think about that. Remove the salt out of your diet, not your eating diet, your washing diet, and you become a healthier person.
Right. And there's a recent product that we've been talking about. There's a lot of buzz around it because everyone wants to carry water with them on the go, wherever you go.
Yes.
And so I have one of your bottles right here. And tell me a little bit about this water bottle you guys designed.
Okay, that one right there is stainless steel. Okay, so stainless steel is what you want to put your water in, okay? Or you got to put it in a special plastic. And that's what, we'll talk about that in a minute.
A special plastic that doesn't leach.
Right. So stainless steel is the go-to. Okay, and that particular product right there, that's going to be a product that you're going to want. You can put in your cup holders, you can carry it with you. But for the world of children, we have a plastic one. You can drop it, you can throw it against the wall, you won't damage.
Okay. So there's a lot of conversation right now about the plastics that are leaching into our waters, that we're consuming almost like a credit card's worth of plastic. So what is the difference between your plastic that you guys have and the plastic that we want to stay away from?
The plastic that you want to stay away from is called PET. Every plastic bottle known to man, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, all the big bottling companies, water bottles, is all PET. It's a very low-grade, cheap plastic. And what happens is everything goes through a heat cycle in the back of a semi. Okay, so you go from your water source, but you got to come to your home, and that semi is going down the road. It's 80 degrees outside. It's 190 inside. Then the plastic starts coming apart. Okay, what we do is we do a product called polypropylene. Polypropylene is a plastic, and only certain polypropylenes. This is edible, they call it. In the world of plastic, you can eat this and not get sick. So this polypropylene skins up on both sides. Nothing comes out. And that's the difference between this plastic and any other plastic.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I do believe that education is key, because as we're hearing it, we want to stay away from anything that is bad and allowing these plastics to go into our body and the impact that they're having. So the education around your plastic bottle and how it's different, which is great for kids, but having that education, because everyone's going to the stainless steel because they've heard how bad plastic is.
We're not being told the truth. Okay.
Not the full truth. Some of the truth, but not the full truth.
Right? So what we're being told is because your food containers, the plastic food containers, PET. Okay, so they're using grade of plastic that's dirt cheap.
Right.
And that's why money drives a lot of decisions made in manufacturing, right? And in that plastic, we can blow mold, we can make it into different shapes. This plastic here is quite a bit more expensive, and it has to be tested. We do extraction tests where we're going to actually try to pull the poisons out of the plastic.
Wow.
And that's the difference. So in our housings, you're going to get plastic housings. We're not going to get stainless steel. And these plastic housings all have gone through an NSF plastic extraction test. So we know what's coming out of that plastic, okay? And Sentry is a company that we make above and beyond products. We're not out to put products on the market that don't meet our standards.
Yeah.
If I'm drinking out of it, and my family's drinking out of it, and my animals are drinking out of it, it better be spot on.
I love that.
And that's what we do.
So what is NSF? You kind of threw that out there. What is NSF?
It's a national certification company for water. Okay, there's WQA, NSF. These guys are the guys that make the standards on what is allowable and what isn't allowable.
Right.
So we do pressure tests with them. We do extraction tests with them.
Beautiful.
It's a big deal.
I think that that's important. And today I am excited because this will be the first time that I'm getting to watch the process of testing water. Okay. So we have that, and we're going to do that in a few minutes. Right. But I'm excited because truly, people claim things all the time. Companies are out there, and there's no consequence. You can claim whatever you want, and people aren't verifying it. They're not corroborating it. People's money is getting taken. Then there's no guarantee behind it. So that before we go into this testing phase, I want to ask: is there any guarantee on your system? Do you guys have a warranty? Do you have a guarantee when they put it in their house? What does that look like? Because this is new for a lot of people. Learning about water is new.
The guarantee is, we have the 1-year warranty on it and all that. But here's my guarantee. God put this company in place. This is not made by me, okay? God brought these people into my life. We developed a product, okay? And every box that you get from me will have a Bible track in it. That means the guarantee is my boss is God, Jesus, not man.
Yeah. So
I don't have the ability to cheat anyone. So what I give you has to be spot on. And if there's an issue, we're right on it, man. I mean, we come across things in this country where that state was okay. This state's not okay. Okay.
Right.
So we have to step up and maybe make adjustments.
That's great.
We're doing natural.
Yeah.
We're not doing chemical. Right. Chemical, you can do chemical and come up with whatever you want. Everything we're doing is natural, and we stand behind our products because as a family-run business and a God-based business, we don't have the luxury of lying.
Right. And I think that that's really important because in today's space and in today's world, like that confidence that what they're investing in, there is a guarantee behind it. There is a backing, because there's people who aren't Christians that are going to be drinking this water. There are people who aren't Christians who are going to be buying this product just because they want their family, their animals, and to be healthy.
Well, we can go one step further. Everything we say we do, we have EPA testing.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so that means our government has taken our product and dissected it to make sure that we're doing what we say we do.
Okay.
We don't go in there and just throw things together and come up with something. Everything is checked out and rechecked and rechecked. And we do this on a regular basis. We spend more money than you could imagine on just testing water.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you came to me, Sharelle, and said, hey, I got a well and I want to put a system in. Well, we're finding in Nevada uranium in your water.
Wow.
We're finding all kinds of toxins in your water that aren't in Chicago.
Right.
But they have nitrates, okay? That's the poison you put on the ground to grow things, right? So we go in with a test. We test the water, we check it, and then we build a system around that water test, and then we go back and check it again. So we do what we say we're going to do. Speaking of that, you went to a place called Kerrville.
No, I did not. I went to San Angelo.
Well, Kerrville is that area, right? I mean,
Well, San Angelo is very different, and there's not a lot of money going to San Angelo.
right. The point I was making is we've tested the water. We didn't go in there and say, yeah, take this and it's going to be great. We've done multiple tests there, so we know what we're doing to make the adjustment there, okay? And now the water in San Angelo is not the same water that's up in Dallas.
Right.
The Dallas water has another problem. So we do these. So we go in and we do things of that nature. So we have special programs for special areas.
Yeah.
So that's how we do our water. It's not the same as one and done.
Yeah. I mean, I want to put a plug out there. The reason why I was in San Angelo was because of you guys and your heart, because you saw the need down there in Texas and what was going on and how much toxins were in the water because of the floods. And so I had the privilege to be an ambassador for Sentry H2O and go down there and partner with Pastor Walt.
Yep.
And what they were doing, because they've been serving for over 2 months to help all of these individuals. And it's worse than you can imagine, being boots on the ground and seeing what was going on and simply handing them something that was a tool, that was a water filter. Their joy around it was so amazing.
It was a bigger tool than that, though. What people don't, we give away a gift, but then you were able to speak about Jesus, which is the gift. This is not, this is okay, this is great, this is awesome, but at the end of the day, that matters.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's the reason behind what we do. Okay? We have a business, okay? We make a living through it and we give away.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, that's more important than anything else we can do in this world.
Oh, absolutely. But it was the practical aspect that people got to see, that we were giving them a gift. And then on top of that, they got to then meet someone who ultimately was an ambassador of heaven.
But you didn't have to be there.
Yeah.
You went there and we thank you for that, because that was pretty, it was amazing what we got to see on the videos, right? So that was
There's so much more. There's so much more.
Well, we can't wait. We just can't wait.
On today's health tip with Access Las Vegas, I want to talk to you about fasting and autophagy. So fasting is something that we saw throughout the Bible, fasting and prayer, and the spiritual implications and how powerful it is to intercede in this way. Well, in addition to that, there's something beautiful that happens at hour 17, and this is just the beginning, but our cells begin to turn over. The components, damaged components actually start to heal and repair as we fast, as we pray. So I want to challenge you guys to not only see this as one-dimensional, but to see the blessing that God gives us as we are obedient, as we fast and pray. There are additional things inside of our own bodies that start to heal, and it is so powerful. So look up autophagy, guys, and I challenge you to just start with even something as small as a 24-hour water fast and see what happens in your body and go from there. And so without further ado, I do want to jump into this test because I think this is so much fun for people to see what exactly is happening. And we're going to demonstrate it with your plastic bottle. I'm going to kind of move this out of the way just a little bit. I'm going to bring these front and center so that people can be a part of this experience. So as you can see, Saved by Grace, there's nothing in it. Oh, I'm going to dump it upside down. There's nothing in it.
Nothing in it.
So we have Saved by Grace, which is going to be our representative.
Take that water and pour it in, please.
Yes. So as you guys can see, this is a normal just water bottle. I'm not trying to show any branding, but just a normal labeled water bottle. And we're going to open this up.
I'll pour it.
All right, there we go. So I poured a little bit of water in our Saved by Grace cup, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna test the pH straight from the water bottle. So Nelson, if you can, he has some really cool
pH meter.
So while we're waiting for that to drop, let's grab this really quickly. Okay. Let's open up your Sentry H2O water bottle, and I'm going to put some of this directly in here because then we're going to do a test of what happens after it goes through the Sentry H2O water filter. Because I want people to see real time what you're talking about. So
this is the filter.
Okay.
Now what this is going to give you is parasite, bacteria, PFA, clean water, with pH increased.
Okay.
Nothing like it. This is pH on demand.
Okay.
You can go to any drinking fountain in any area. You can go to a river. You can go to a mud puddle and drink the water.
I don't know that I want to test it out on a mud puddle, but
come on.
Let me show you again. So nothing in here. So we're going to put our Blessed cup up front, and we're going to put some of the Sentry H2O filtered water in that cup, because after we get the pH of this cup, we're going to test it over here on this one. This is fun for me, guys. I feel like we're in science class right now. We're testing out to see, the efficacy of what you're presenting here today.
That should be enough.
Okay.
See. What do we have?
What are we sitting on here? Let's pull this out.
6.67.
All right.
I mean,
okay.
You
yeah, 6.52. We're toggling 6.57. So we're toggling in the 6. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm reading it for you because as soon as I pull it out, it changes. But yeah, we're sitting around in the 6 point areas. So I'm going to take this. We're going to dry this off. There's a paper towel there for you.
Yep.
So if you want to dry this off, so we can put it in the Sentry H2O water, and then we'll let that set.
Got to blow it off that little bulb. Okay. Guy down in here.
So this just took a matter of seconds. All you had to do is put it directly in the water bottle, and now we're going to test the water and ensure the change.
9.5, 9.6, 9.5.
That's incredible. So just taking a regular, because obviously we don't want to do regular water bottles because of the PET water, right?
Right.
So typically that's not what we want to do, but we wanted to show with what you're currently drinking. So many people are drinking water out of plastic water bottles. And so not just the harm from the plastics, but also how low quality the water is.
Well, to drink alkaline water is going to change your health, period.
Wow.
It's the most important thing you can do. So back in the beginning of time, Old Testament stuff, right? They used to drink water from a river, a stream. What was in it? Minerals. Minerals would create alkaline water.
Yeah.
So God knew we needed this.
Right.
So where did he put the minerals? In the water. That's how important this is. So guys, if you want to be healthy, now we can go into the whole animal world, but if you want to be healthy,
yeah,
and you want your animals, your dogs, your cats, your pets to be healthy, give them this water. We have a dog rescue, and the animals are living 5 years longer.
Wow.
5 years. I mean, this is a rescue. These aren't my dogs. And they're like, we ain't leaving. We're here.
Right.
So that's the ability of water. Water is so important. It's not something you can take lightly, but we do.
I want to grab this, and so I'm going to take a look at it myself. So we are hovering in the 9.9 range of water for pH. So just to give people an idea, so we went from the 6th range to over 9 in a matter of seconds.
Seconds. Okay, so here's what the world does. You go to your favorite big box store, you buy, or your gas station, you buy alkaline water, and you pay this outrageous money, right? And there's a little label on it that says 7 days after I bought this bottle, after the water is put in the bottle, it is now back to zero again.
Wow.
There's no alkalinity in it, right? And that costs you dollars.
Right.
This water right here, if you go to your tap, your sink in your home, you buy a gallon of water from the city for 0.0007 of a penny. That's what that costs you. a
Wow.
gallon. We're not even drinking a gallon. We're drinking less than that.
Right.
So it costs you nothing for alkaline water.
Right.
And no toxins.
Yeah.
How'd you like to drink water with no PFAs in it?
I already am. I have your system under my sink.
But forever poisons, right? So that's gone. How would you like to be drinking? So you got that out. And now, let's say you're camping. Let's say you're hunting. Let's say, for whatever reason, you have to drink the water from a river, stream. This covers it.
Which is amazing. And just for performance, too, just on a cellular level, I think it's amazing to be able, as a sport, as an athlete, I know how much water I consume when I'm playing different games. I play competitive kickball, and we're outside, and if we're doing really well, we play all day long. We'll play 9 games, and so you're exhausted.
Game changer.
It's copious amounts of water.
Have you, Sharelle, noticed since you've been drinking this water a change in your being, your inner being? Have you noticed that at all?
I don't know if I've noticed a change in my inner being, but I do know that I feel good. I feel healthy. I feel energized.
Older folks notice within 2 days a difference.
Wow.
Because they've been living on poison
Yeah.
most of their life, and all of a sudden you've taken the poison out of their life, right?
Yeah. So good.
So if you get the under the sink product,
Yeah.
it's simple, it's a reasonable price, it's easy to put in.
Yep.
All of a sudden now you don't have any poisons in your world.
Right.
They're gone.
Yeah.
So here's the way I look at it. As believers, and you want to make a difference in this world.
Yes.
Can you make a difference when you're sick?
No.
Bingo.
You can.
Can you make a difference when you are healthy?
Yes.
Feeling well? Yes.
Yeah.
And for pennies, you can make that change in your life.
Yeah.
You know, I had a sickness. I didn't want to go down the typical path of slice and dice, right? I
Right.
wanted to go in, and the bottom line is, after drinking this water, my whole world changed. This is my medicine.
Wow.
I went from, on the chart where, oh, your sugar's kind of high, and but you're not over yet. But I was in that world, right?
Yeah.
I turned around, dropped 30 pounds.
Wow.
I get my book back, and I just got it back like 4 weeks ago, and everything on it said normal.
Wow.
Who gets that anymore?
Amen.
And I don't do meds. I don't do anything. I
Yeah.
do water,
Yeah.
and that's it.
So that's why you're such a firm believer in what you do, is because you
works.
personally, not only does it work, but you had cancer.
Yeah, yeah.
And you utilized water because it was so important to you to fully heal and not just put more toxins back in your body.
It's the only thing I knew. Okay, so I'm moving oxygen. I use oxygen to move scale in factories. And I said, okay, so I got a product. I know how to make oxygen. And we make the oxygen. It ain't like we pour it in. I mean, this is real deal. When you get this system, the first cup out was going to be gray. Gray means all oxygen. I had people drink the water and say, wow, it's so light. They can't believe how light it is. So I said, oxygen and cancer can't live in the same place. That's all I knew. I knew nothing else, Sharelle. I didn't have an idea about the other stuff we're doing.
Right.
And then I got a son who's a chemist, so that became a new hobby of his, and we just started amping up the product, right?
Wow.
What we found out was it does what it says it does.
That's
I have testimonials of people with all kinds of things happening in their body, gone.
Wow.
But and after they start drinking water, things change, right? Because our body is what, 70%, is it? That's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. And what you consume actually changes the way you think, changes the way you feel, changes how you are in your everyday life. Because, I think I can speak for most people, but in life, you want to be so present. And if you're foggy, if you're sick, you're in and out, and you're not able to fully be present in every moment. And I think this is important.
Life is short.
Yes, it is. And so time goes so fast, and I want to make sure they know where they can find you. How do we purchase a Sentry H2O? How much is one of these water bottles? So the one for our kids, plastic, you can throw around, and our stainless steel.
Okay, so the water bottles, what you're seeing right now are the first ones off the assembly line. First. There's not another one like that one. There's a handful of them, but that's it. So the water bottles are going to be coming out.
For all the consumers, because I know I'm excited, and so many people are excited about these water bottles. Do they need to sign up for a notification when these are going to be going live? How do they...
What we'll do is, if you go to the website, sentryh2o.com with an S.
Yes.
Okay, and we need to put Sharelle's code in.
TRF.
There you go.
The Roar Fest. TRF.
Roar Fest.
Yes.
Hey, Sharelle.
Our code is TRF. So
Okay.
in order to get that 10% discount, and not only are you getting a discount, you're actually going to be giving back to that ministry
All
who
goes in.
this year is roaring for freedom, which means roaring for the voiceless and those individuals who are trying and will capture out of human trafficking and child trafficking. So that's the whole mission behind it and the giving. So I love that what you're doing doesn't stop. Because you're giving to San Angelo, you're taking an opportunity, you're giving to anybody.
We go where the problem is.
Yes, exactly. Well, going where the problem is, but also just paying it forward constantly. And so Sentry H2O.com, they can get on there. And is there a space where they're going to sign up and you're going to give them
As soon as they buy. Okay, so when they go on there, they'll put in Roarfest, right?
Yeah.
They'll put that in. Up comes a 10% discount.
Yeah.
They go to their cart. And all that's tracked.
Yeah.
Okay, so they'll come back and we'll tell them when they need to replace their filters.
Right.
But on the bottles, we're going to replace those filters monthly.
So, but for the bottles specifically, when do you think they're going to be live?
Before Christmas.
Okay, before Christmas. All right.
Before Christmas.
Okay, that
Yes.
that gives me excitement. So today we're filming and we're in September. So we have couple weeks.
Trust me. Trust me. I know that number, okay?
Yes.
So October, they're coming out.
Okay.
They're coming out in October.
Okay.
And we're going full blast.
Beautiful. Well, before we go, I just want to ask you one more question. As far as Sentry H2O and your guys' mission, your platform, what is it that you want people to know about your mission before we leave?
When you purchase products from Sentry, a portion of all those products goes somewhere to help someone. I mean, it could be as simple as a dog rescue. We help dogs on the border. We take in dogs from all over the country. We do things at that level. We do things with people. Whatever comes at us, that's our marketing strategy. You know, if we can't help, what's the point of it?
Yeah. I love that. That's so beautiful. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us here on Access Las Vegas. This was a beautiful demonstration of how simple tools can change our entire life. Thank you for joining us. See you soon. You guys, I am coming to you so thankful for Sentry H2O because not only are they changing water, changing lives, but they're also partnering with us to give back to the Roarfest. So when you use code TRF, you're getting 10% off of everything that you purchase through Sentry H2O, but also they're going to be giving back 10% to the Roarfest, and we're going after preventing child trafficking this year. So don't forget, go to SentryH2O.com and use code TRF.
Access Las Vegas is hosted by Sharelle Mendenhall. Follow her online at Sharelle Mendenhall. Thank you to Nelson from Sentry H2O for being our guest on this week's episode. For more information, check out SentryH2O.com or follow them online on Instagram and Facebook at SentryH2O.